a portion shared from the book Origin 1.0 by Johann von der Hoven. In God there is no time-bound limitation. His beginning for us was not conceived in response to our arrival on earth. It was authored in eternity before time began. Our start, whether in struggle, confusion, rebellion, or pain, never alters the eternal origin from which we were formed. He designed us in love, with purpose, long before the fall, long before failure, and certainly long before any human label or identity could attach itself to us. What a wonder! We are not defined by where we came from, but by who we came from. So often we live as though our wrong turns have canceled God's calling. But divine purpose is not fragile. It cannot collapse under the weight of human error. It is in the very nature of the divine to draw straight lines through our crooked paths. Even when we wander or wage war against our own soul, His original design remains, not diminished, not delayed, but fully intact and ready. No failure has the power to erase the fingerprint of God upon your life. Wherever we are, at the start, the middle, or even the perceived end of a chapter, God offers a new beginning, not as a backup plan, but as a returning to His eternal plan. He meets us in detours, in deserts, in dead ends, because His beginning for us was not built upon the assumption of perfect steps, but upon the constancy of His love. Even at the wrong address, grace knows how to find you and bring you home. When we think our life has veered too far from God's path, we assume that our identity has been forfeited. But God's perspective is not like ours. We are not defined by what we have done, but by who He says we are. The blueprint of our being is not rewritten by error or delay. It waits to be rediscovered, to correct our course and to align us with our destiny. He doesn't change the script. He awakens us to the written story within us. Like the father in the parable of the prodigal son, God doesn't meet us with condemnation, but with arms stretched wide open. The robe, the ring, the celebration, they were always ready, waiting for our return, not contingent upon performance, but upon relationship being restored. His beginning for us is grounded in who we are to Him, not what we've done for Him. Even in moments where all seems lost or disconnected, a seed remains. The seed of God, His life, His word, His origin, remains implanted within. It cannot be destroyed by outward circumstances or inner struggle. At any moment, by the breath of surrender and the gaze of the soul toward Him, that seed can stir, awaken, and grow. God's beginning is not external. It is within you, waiting to be lived. God is not on the defensive. He does not scramble to fix what we broke. His plans are not reactive, they are proactive, rooted in foresight, not hindsight. What seems like a detour to us may, in His wisdom, be the very path He uses to bring us into a deeper unfolding of His heart. He is not trying to rework a ruined future. He is restoring us into a future that was never lost, only delayed in our awareness. No matter your past, the direction of your journey, or the decisions you've made, there remains a sacred truth. God's beginning for you did not start with your birth, and it will not end with your failure. It began in the eternal womb of love, and it remains untouched, unshaken, and ready to be lived now. May you awaken to this divine beginning again, and again, and again, until it becomes your reality lived and unfolds as your experience in this world. The prodigal son left off on the wrong path, and as a result, he suffered a great deal. Thank God that his story did not end there. When he finally returned home, he was back in his safe space, clothed the way he was intended to be clothed, wearing the right kind of shoes for his feet, eating the food he was created to eat, and wearing the signet ring of authority as a son in his father's house. To learn more about living in divine union with God, visit www.higherdimensions.capetown to find resource material on a variety of unfolding wisdom. Thank you for taking the time to fellowship with me today. Love in Christ, Johann.